New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here on, what is it? It's Monday night. It's Monday night. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's Monday night here on the New Thought Media Network, 8:15 p.m. on the Mountain Time Zone. And that does mean it's time for our evening prayers. It's also the last day of February, and I don't need these headphones. So it's the last day of February. We're heading into March, and that means tomorrow. I want you to all know, starting tomorrow, we're going to be doing. This is so new. I don't even have. Maybe I do. I don't think I even have promos on this stuff yet because we're putting it all together. Yes, we do. Here it is. The Planetary Prayer for Global Peace happens March 1st through the 31st. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 4:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 3:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. It's an interactive community experience on Zoom. All are welcome. You go to that website right there at www.ntmedia.org/pp4wp. You'll get right into, there's actually a spot right there where you can join the conversation on that page, or click through to the Zoom app online as well. This is a prayer for global peace, for everyone on the planet to know and recognize and experience peace in their lives. Not just one people, not just people of one country. And as I'm very clear about, we're here praying for people, not for governments. We're not here praying for one government to do better than another. We're not praying for one government to do something to another. We're not praying for one government to outdo another. We're here praying for the people, for all of us, for everyone to recognize that we're part of one global family. Yes, one global family, all of us. And if you know anything about what we do around here, you know that, well, this is a big part of it. We're into oneness. We recognize there's only one thing going on in this life, and we're going to pray about that. So if you'd like to get your prayer requests involved and onto our prayer awareness, into our prayer radar, by all means, please send us an email, prayer@ntmedia.org. Remember, this is not begging and beseeching. This is an affirmation of truth as we know it, and an opportunity to experience an even greater truth as we go along. Excuse me, my drawer was open. Okay, let's get into it for this evening. I want to get into some prayer time. If you're with me, if you're in a safe space, I invite you to close your eyes. Join me in the recognition that there's only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that's moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. The Alpha, the Omega, the everything, the no thing, the beginning, the ending, the all, the every. It's all God. It's all divine. It's all part of the oneness, this grand and glorious revelation of truth, this amazing expression of divinity that is my life, that is your life, that is the lives of everyone we know, everyone across this entire planet. The aggressors, the oppressors, the oppressed, the victims, the everyone, everywhere, part of the oneness. So I'm not here to say that anyone deserves what they're experiencing. I'm here to say that each one is experiencing what is. And in that what is, we each get the opportunity, we each have the free will, we each have the wherewithal to choose how we experience and see the world, how we experience and see what's going on in the world, how we see and experience the truth of our lives. And I know that some may see it one way and others see it another way. I look for peace. I look for those places where peace emerges, where peace reveals itself, where those that are calling for peace, no matter how they might be, no matter what might be going on in their lives, that those that are calling for peace, that is the true nature. Those that ignore that call, that move themselves forward in aggression and violence and ego-based selfishness and nationalism, those that deny that truth of peace, well, that is where the accusations may lie. That is where the change may happen. That is where the healing must occur. See, what I see is I see all across this planet opportunities for healing, most especially in this day in Russia and the Ukraine, along the Ukrainian and Polish border, all those places where people are fleeing the violence and fleeing what they believe to be oppression, and rightfully so. That all those people may know peace, may know the recognition that there is something emerging, there is some way of revelation of life revolving, emerging, evolving in some way that this all works out for everyone's highest and best. Not just the Ukrainians, not just the Russians, not just my people, not just your people, but all people. Recognizing that once again we're faced with this experience of recognizing that life life is prime, and our work is to preserve life, is to promote life, is to promote peace, and to promote those things that give us a greater degree, a greater sense of livingness. And yes, to call out those places where those would deny us that sense of livingness, that sense of life, of freedom, to call out those places where those seek to be the oppressor, where those seek to deny the freedoms. Seek those out and call those out. And in that calling out, we call in everyone to a greater healing, to a greater sense of unity and oneness. For as long as I make them wrong about what they do, then they are still the them to me. That's still separation. I got to get beyond that. That's the work I'm here to do, to get to beyond the sense of separation, get into that deep, deep sense of oneness that even though I may not agree with what you do, I have to know that you're God. So there's something playing out, a greater sense, a greater awakening, an opportunity for humanity, the world, to awaken to the injustices that are happening, even in the shadows of war, to call out every part and call in every part, to speak the truth of no, this shall not stand, and in the same breath accept that what is just the reminder of what we shall be, of what we can be, of what we choose to no longer stand for and choose to no longer tolerate and choose to no longer allow, only pushes us towards what we want, what we wish, what we desire, the grand vision of a world that works for all. And I get it, it's not working for everyone today. But every day is another day closer and closer to that desire, that goal, that vision of a world that works for all, where everyone is awakening to their human magnificence, to their spiritual magnificence, to the glory and the goodness of this thing called life. Peace. Not for my side, not for your side, not for any side. Peace for humanity, for life, for all. So I am in a place of knowing this is the truth that is emerging. regardless of the appearances, regardless of how some label it, some judge it, some call it. What I know is peace is breaking out all over. That we are ripe for a brand new round of peace talks. And that those that would have it otherwise are exposed for the false behaviors, the false beliefs, for the immature use of the law, so that those that would have it otherwise are called in to a greater sense of unity and therefore recognize the error of their ways. It's all God. It's all moving us closer to the oneness that we already are, into a deeper revelation and understanding and an experience of that truth. So I am in this moment filled with gratitude to just witness it, to speak this word, to be a part of it, and to know that no matter what, God's got this. And everything's happening exactly as it must for the highest and the best of everyone involved. That is the truth I hold to. That is the truth I ascribe. And I let it be. I let go of any question about how or when or why any of this comes into form. I let go, I relax, and I let God be God. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones, for being with me this evening. I am Reverend Robert. I am so grateful that you're here. This is always a fun and exciting time. Good evening, Ronald. Glad you're with us. Thank you for showing up. Always a good time to see you. All right, folks, we're going to get out of here for now. Now, remember, we'll be back tomorrow. Tuesdays, always a big day around the network. We got a whole bunch of programming, and it just keeps going and going and going. But before we can do any of that, we got to make sure we say thank you to the people that make this all possible. So please lend me your ears for one more moment and your eyeballs, and let's say thank you to our friends and colleagues.
Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, for your continued support. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown Atlanta, for your monthly contribution. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, for your monthly contribution. And please help us welcome Om Center for Spiritual Living in La Mesa, California. Thank you for your monthly donation. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, for your most generous donation. And a special thanks to Heckerland Foundation for your generous technology grant. And Suze Ogden, thank you for your very generous donation. And a big shout out to all our committed donors.
Yes. Thank you to all of our committed givers and those that are making this happen. Everyone on that screen has hit the donate button, and they've made it a monthly donation so that we can help our budgeting and know what we're doing and bring you more and more of the great programming we do. So if you'd like to become involved and get started, please head on over to the website ntmedia.org. Remember, you're welcome to send us a prayer at ntmedia.org or hit info at ntmedia.org. We'll be sure to get back to you right away. All right, I'm Rev Brz. I'm going to get out of here for now. Until next time, peace.